cannot stop somebody from speaking their story. You understand? That is his story. So allow him that chance to speak. He is not here to destroy anybody. Yeah, he requested for this. Allow him that chance, kindly. Thank you.
Let me add on that. Senior Counsel Papa Wemba, this is a civil case. Now, in a civil case, the relevance of why I'm cross-examining Mr. Wajackoya, it's a family. To social media tumekuja tu kwa ile tumesikia na ile tumeona. Hii ni undani, za ndani ndio tunataka za ndani, because I can never, even if I know you Papa Wemba, I can never describe your family. Siwezi.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Good morning, Madam. Madam Prosecutor, good morning, Madam Sonke, good morning, Madam Nelly, good morning, everyone in court session. Madam Prosecutor, please kindly brief the public.
Okay, so I will now drop members of the public, Your Honor, and then I will then begin by briefing you on what's is happening today. Your Honor, allow me to position our gadget properly. Thank you, Your Honor. So today we have a very serious case, and Your Honor, allow me. Okay. Sorry. So the person coming to court. Okay. So they have requested for the link to be sent. So Your Honor, allow me to send the link to them so they come in before I brief you on the particulars of this case. Okay, so just give me 1 minute, Your Honor. I apologize. WhatsApp. And then next. Okay. All right. Excellent. So I have sent the link to the person, and I will give you a brief history on the. Okay. So I will. Let me see if they can come in. Thank you. So if I put you up here, kindly, if you don't mind, just be muted, fully muted, 100% muted, and allow for this plaintiff, or rather the complainant, to come in. So be very quiet and let the complainant come in. Thank you. The minute they arrive, then I can make the announcement. Okay, so the complainant is here. Thank you. So, Your Honor, the case before you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So, Your Honor, the case before you today is one of, I'll just, I think I'm okay. So the plaintiff, Your Honor, is one gentleman by the name of Wajackoya. He did contact us, or rather the complainant, he did contact us yesterday. I think he made a public appeal on TikTok that he, my contacts be sent to him. So I'm not sure where that happened. I think the members of the public who are there know exactly where that happened. Your Honor, this gentleman, Wajackoya, he is a member of the Kenyan and East African TikTok family. He has recently had a few issues, shall I say, with his family member. right here on TikTok, and I believe that that is the reason why he is here. I'm not entirely sure what he's going to present to the court. However, I have a bit of an understanding as to why he may need the help of the court. So I will now hand over to you the mic. However, this is Wajakoya. For those who don't know Wajakoya happens to be the brother of Nyako. Nyako is another TikToker, and I believe that we all literally saw the fight between Wajakoya and his little sister, who is Nyako. Now, Your Honor, may I just before you begin your work, may I just say that this court is open to everybody and anybody across TikTok. So do not see yourself as somebody who cannot come and bring your case to court. I think this is a very good demonstration that literally anybody can walk through the court doors and seek to be heard. You know, anybody can request to be heard. So that is why when Wajakoya asked for us to listen to him, we said, why not? I mean, why should we say no? You know, there's no reason we should say no. And if by any chance the sister or the family member wants to also come to court, we will also allow them to come to court, you know. So anybody, absolutely anybody can come to court. Thank you very much, Your Honor. I will give the mic back to you.
Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor, and your office for notifying us about the case or the plaintiff. And of course, this platform welcomes the plaintiff. Before I would give the plaintiff the microphone, ningependa kuuliza Madam Prosecutor, according to my register, today was minuted and dated yesterday for the case of Kawira and the Goliath wa Bungoma. I would love to understand what has transpired, because now we have admitted another case. Of course, it is not to undermine the competency of this case, of this court, but we need to understand what happened to Madam Kawira and Goliath wa Bungoma, and please advise the court about that case. Of course, we are going to proceed with what we have, but I would want, for clarity's sake and formality's sake, I would love to understand what happened.
Okay, so Your Honor, yesterday, after I had spoken with Kawira, I spoke to Kawira in the day. I will just flip my camera and explain this. So I did speak to Kawira as was requested by the court. I spoke to her sometime during the day, and it found when she had just come from a TV, I think she said she'd come from a TV interview. So she was on her way to see Pastor Kanyari. Your Honor, Pastor Kanyari happens to be a friend of mine as well. So I was quite excited when I heard that, oh, Kawira was on her way to see Kanyari, because I was like, oh, when you get to Pastor, give him the phone. I want to say hi to him, because Pastor is a friend of mine. Pastor has been on my platform before, Your Honor. So I thought, oh, okay. So, but then when she got to the pastor's office, I think she was able to persuade the pastor not to speak to the court. And she, because I did hint to her that the court may need the presence of the pastor as well, because there is, the pastor has been somewhat implicated in the case of Goliath. There were allegations of deceit and misinformation, where Goliath did say, did talk about issues around him having to fall on the ground and then the pastor having to pay him. All this came from, apparently, it all came from Kawira. So when Kawira got there, Kawira managed to persuade the said pastor not to attend court. And this happened actually live on TikTok, Your Honor. I wonder how many people were on that live. The live had over 2,000 people, Your Honor. And I wasn't aware that she was actually calling me while she was live. So she quickly called me once she got to, how many of you were there, guys? So that you just show the judge that yes, this happened on TikTok. So if you're there, just put a yes there, the red yes, if you are there on the live. So then she called me on the phone. So after she called me, she said, "Oh, Lady Jacqueline," and I was like, "Okay, yes, Kawera. Have you gotten to Pastor yet?" And then she goes, "Yes, I have. I'm with Pastor now." And then I'm like, "Okay, oh, that's nice. That's very nice. However, Lady Jacqueline, we are not coming." She said it in Swahili, Your Honor. My Swahili is not very good, Your Honor. So then she goes and says, "By the way, Pastor and I are not coming to court." You know, and then and neither is Goliath. I thought, okay, so I thought, should I argue or should I just say yes, Kawera? So I just decided I'm gonna take the easier way out, and I'm just gonna, say yes. So I did affirm to what she was saying, and then I just hung up on her. Now after hanging up, I then came on TikTok. Immediately after that, I came on TikTok. Coming on TikTok, Your Honor, to my dismay, I find Kawera live with Pastor Kanyari. I could not believe my eyes. I find Kawera discussing me with Pastor live on TikTok, Your Honor. How, oh my God, the case or the court case is going to literally finish her. So, Your Honor, Miss Kawera was actually making claims that I, Lady J, had the aim or whatever of finishing her, that I was bringing her here to finish her. How? I do not know. But that's what happened, Your Honor. So she decided not to come. I'm very sure many bloggers captured it and put it out there. But I'm so sorry, Your Honor, but Kawera will not be coming to court today. So what we decided to do together with the court clerk is to reschedule that hearing for next week. We've managed to contact Goliath, and we have been, one thing that I did not tell Kawera was that if I wanted Pastor Kanyari to come to court, I would actually make sure he comes to court. He is a friend of mine, and he may be Kawera's daddy, but he is Lady J's friend, Your Honor. So I do believe that Pastor Kanyari will still be in court next week, Your Honor, alongside Goliath. So we are going to make sure we slot that in for Tuesday next week, Your Honor. So when we found information that Mr. Wajakoya was in need of a slot in court and that he was looking for us, we decided to consider him, so that is why we have the change, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. According to comment section, naona alipuuza koti na akasema hawezi kuja kwa ujinga. That's what the comment section is saying. Of course, we are a court, yeah. We do not have time to exchange words with academic dwarfs on TikTok. We come in respect of a mock court to the Kenya High Court. So I'm not going to respond to that. She has a freedom of speech, and the choices of words is according to her academic level. I know that for sure members of the public have the knowledge. Ukiitwa kotini, haujaitwa kufungwa ama kuhukumiwa. Umeitwa ili uweze kueleza kesi yako, usikizwe na uamuzi ambao ni fair and justice ipatikane ili tuweze kumove on kutoka kwa hiyo swala la ambalo limeweza kutokea. So kama alipuuza ni sawa, we still give her a chance to come and acknowledge our summon. Maybe we'll like you said, Madam Prosecutor, we shall reschedule the case somewhere around next week. If it's available, of course, we are going to minute it. But proceeding forward, because this court is not limited to only Kawera, na nimeona watu wanasema tunachukua only TikTokers ambao wako famous. Please do not start a rumor mongering squad. This court is for everyone. I mean, the comment section, you are equally important because some of you are witnesses to some of the cases and we acknowledge you in court. Some of you also share your mind. We give everybody a chance. If you have any claim, just register with Madam Prosecutor, Madam Lady Jacqueline, and then we can look into your case. Sometimes it's not because atutaki kukuleta. The weight of your case, it's not something that, honestly speaking, can be admitted in a law court in Kenya. So tukiona hivyo, we contact you and we still give you a reason why hujakuwa admitted. So please, the court is for everyone. Every one of you who is a TikToker, be it you have followers, you do not have followers, or you have a name, we still appreciate you so much for participating in this court. We start with the case that is before us because Madam Kawira and Goliath and Kanyari, we are going to give it in another day. So case adjourned to later date that will be advised by the Madam Prosecutor. I want to begin this case because I'm not well. I'm briefly. I have been briefly informed. I'm going to avoid titling this case because, but for the nature of what Madam Prosecutor has said, this could be a civil case. And we are going to look at all the angle. It could be a civil case, it could be a criminal case, but we are going to look at all elements because none of, for me, myself, I do not know what is going on. So, Madam Prosecutor, are we ready to start this case?
Your Honor, I do believe the senior counsels should be on their way. I did inform senior counsel Githaiga somewhere about the choice of senior counsels. I did let him know that Mr. Wajakoya had actually chosen him as his lawyer. I also did inform Mr. Wajakoya that there are other senior counsels like Raf Muli, the Don King, who can also step in just in case. So, Your Honor, I will make a plea, a request to the comment section to hopefully share the live, if you may, with the senior counsels in question. You all know the senior counsels who appear in our court. So if you can, please do share the live with them. I will do the same. I have indeed informed Mr. Githaiga Samuel. I do believe he should be here for the sake of the plaintiff. Your Honor, allow me to call him yet again. Thank you.
All right, that is very okay. However, hii kesi itaanza because we have people already in the courtroom and they are seated. We shall be waiting for the senior counsels to arrive, so I know what to do in regards to the waiting that we have in front of us. So before, as we are waiting for them, please can I make a public request? The members of the public in court, I want to make a public request. Madam Nyako is an icon on TikTok. I am not so sure what exactly she does on TikTok, but I have seen her for quite some time. I just don't listen to her because of my personal reasons. But regardless, we want to acknowledge that this case before us concerns her. So members of the public, kama mnaweza tusaidia kotini, tumia also share the live also with Madam Nyako. She's most welcome. She is free to come to the court at will. And if she is not free, of course we already know. I don't need to say that alama dukuduku. Of course we already know. We will accept any reaction she has in front of us. But hii koti haijaletwa kumdhalilisha ama kumdhulumu kisiasa on TikTok. If the understanding will tally with our understanding of what a high court is, we'll accept what she has to say in response. I want to begin this case by a very neutral ground. It is very fair that we listen from Mr. Wajakoya himself. Mr. Wajakoya, I appreciate you for coming to court and choosing our platform to air out your predicaments. You are most welcome. I just want you to give a small introduction, as it is the nature of this TikTok court. We like to know our plaintiff. You can talk about issues, yourself, your personality, something about a history with you. If you want, you can share anything, and tell us what you are here for. And before that, you just tell us a little bit about you as siblings, because I understand.
My Honor, a comment section is requesting.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Please go on.
The comment section is requesting for Wajakoya to change the profile picture from your page to his own profile.
All right. Why is that?
I don't know, they are just saying atoe hiyo picture.
But that's okay. Is that even necessary? Seriously, is that even important?
Maybe it is in the angle. Maybe
Atakuja na camera soon.
Guys, that is just page. It's not that big. It's all right. Okay.
No, I do understand the concern of member of the public, because when the court goes viral, ile image inaonekana, we don't want to include another individual in any skirmishes that is going to happen. So definitely it's a valid point. I don't know, Mr. Wajakoya, as I was still introducing you in court, you can alter it, or maybe come with camera so we avoid seeing the...
Yeah, he's going to come with camera, Your Honor. He is. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Soke, for that, of course, submission. Yeah, he's going to come in camera. Please just allow him. So nilikuwa nasema, Mr. Wajakoya, kama ilivyo utamaduni wa ikoti, we always listen to your personality. It matters in the ruling. Unaweza kujieleza mwenyewe, because when people have drama on TikTok, some of us have different picture of your reputation. It is only you who can tell people about you. I do not allow people to tell me Wajakoya is this, Wajakoya is that. So I want you to explain about you, personality. How has it been? How is your family back at home? How is the relationship between you and your sister from way back? How it came to, you guys joining TikTok and having this conversation that has now brought you to court. I'd love to just listen to that and take your time. Take your time. Over to you.
Wajakoya, can you come with camera, tafadhali? Can you come na TV, please? Now, I've seen in the comments someone saying, I think one or two people saying, achaneni na familia. Guys, anyone who comes to court and requests to be heard, and we feel like the case is worth, hearing, we will hear them. Even Pesh Musao, if she comes here tomorrow and says, we need you to kindly hear my case, we will listen to her, okay? We are non-partisan. We do not ascribe to any side, any groupings on TikTok, all right? This is a court, so into that. We are all somebody's family. Thank you. This court is for everyone. Thank you so much, Nini Wewe. Thank you.
A mother and child, whatever. Kuna mtu anasikia na uzito kwa moyo wake na anataka uamuzi wa mahakama. Once they seek our consent, we let the other party, vile nimesema, members of the public, please can you share the live to Madam Nyako? We recognize her status on TikTok. She is invited. She has been summoned. If she wishes to appear, well and good. If she does not wishes to appear, we proceed. But we are going to be very fair, because why? A family unit is very sensitive, even under the law of Kenya. It is sensitive. So we are going to approach this matter, of course, tumesomea, pia we are also educated. We are going to approach this matter very, very maturely and very sensitive, because we are dealing with a civil case. Thank you. Please allow us to proceed, because we'll keep on wasting time. Mr. Wajakoya, I can see you on camera. Thank you so much for coming. The mic is over to you. Take your time.
You are muted.
Are you getting me now? Thank
Yes.
you, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor, for giving me this chance to be with you here today. So my name, as you have heard, is Wajakoya. I happen to be the eldest brother to Nyako. So kidogo, let me talk about myself. Mimi tunafanya kazi mbalimbali. Mimi ni hustler, niseme tu hivyo. So kukakuja hii historia ya TikTok some few months ago, like 1 year down the line. So katika hii harakati ya kuja kwa venye TikTok ilianza, and then my sister alikuwa sensational huku hivi, yeye ndiye alikuwa kidogo, yeye ndio wanamuita president. So alihappen kuanza kazi ingine ya feeding program ya kulea watoto, so ndiye akaniintroduce hapa TikTok. So katika hii harakati tukafanya kazi for like 8 months. Alafu hiyo kazi kidogo ilikuwa inategemea donation from well wishers. So kidogo kazi hiyo shughuli ikasimama. Baada ya hiyo shughuli kusimama, juu hapo ndio kidogo nilikuwa na devote most of my time on that project. Nikaacha kazi zangu nikaingia kwa kazi ya hiyo program. So venye hiyo kazi ilisimama, ikakuwa sasa kila mtu siaende tu kivyake, kila mtu atafute riziki mali anaweza pata. Katika hiyo harakati juu hiyo shughuli ilisimama abruptly without notice. So tukabaki hapo hivyo, tunashindwa tunaweza fanya nini. Kidogo ikakuwa sasa wacha kila mtu arudi kazi yake, ile alikuwa amezoea, ile alikuwa nafanya. Nimekuwa nikifanya kazi yangu. In fact, me by professionally I do mining. Wanatuita blaster kwa Ministry of Mines and Geology. If you go there, hawa watu wa baruti hao wa kware. So mimi nimekuwa nikifanya hiyo kazi for a very long time. Juu nilikuwa na kesi na one of my siblings, civil case tu kama hii. So I happened to be detained for 8 months. So katika hiyo harakati ya detention, ikakuwa sasa vidole zimechukuliwa, kila kitu, stakabadhi, my good conduct kidogo ikachafuliwa. So I've not been able to get back on my feet. So nimekuwa tu nikistruggle because I needed, unajua blasting you have to be licensed. Mines and Geology, ile kitu watu renew monthly yearly ni license and good conduct. So I found my good conduct to be very cheeky. Juu hapo mbele iliandikwa pending case. So mimi being that gentleman, sijabother kuenda huko kuulizia. So I had to ikabidi sasa nianze some other business, of which nilikuwa boda for me to keep on moving. So katika hii harakati ikakuwa yani naenda shughuli zangu narudi. Alafu kuna siku moja nikajipata niko kwa platform ya mtu anaitwa Pesh. Sasa kuingia kwa platform ya Pesh, alafu after that day hizi mambo zikaanza. Me I didn't know Pesh. Unajua katika hapa hivi kuna watu venye wanataka kulimit wengine. There is freedom of association. So mi sikujua Pesh kwani ni adui na my sister. And then after hapo sasa jeshi yake yote ikaanza kunidhalilisha. So hapo ndio mambo ilianzia. Juu aliongea mambo mingi sana kunihusu. All along she has been talking ill about me, lakini nimekuwa tu nikinyamaza. So katika hii harakati tukajipata kwa hii tug of war.
1 minute. Nani alianza kukuongelea vibaya na kudhalilisha? Was it Pesh?
Ni Nyako.
Okay.
Ni Nyako immediately after seeing me in Pesh's platform akaanza kuleta issues. All along she's been having issues with me since childhood, lakini hii ilivuka mpaka. Nikaona this is enough, and enough is enough. So that is how we started. Hivyo ndio tulijipata tuko kwa hii mambo mingi sasa. Ndikabidi for me, because she has not been able to reach me, so nikaona the best place that naweza pata haki ni kwa hii koti. Juu jeshi yake kidogo, naona wengine hapa hivi comment zao pia zileti shangwe kwangu. So nataka leo hii mambo tuimalize once and for all. In my childhood tukigrow up na Nyako alikuwa ni msichana mmoja very hardworking. Nyako alikuwa very conservative. Nyako ni mtu alikuwa anashughulika tu na mambo yake tukiwa wadogo. So katika hii harakati, unajua kulikuwa na sibling rivalry katika tukigrow up. So father, unajua sisi tumelelewa ile design, zile enzi kulikuwa na ubaguzi kwa nyumba kwa watoto. So akatake that advantage, ubaguzi kwa nyumba. Juu unajua people from Western and Luo Nyanza, kuna venye wanakuaga kwa family zao, wanakuaga kidogo, wanaona huyu ndio the chosen one, huyu mwingine. So akatake that advantage. Kidogo ataniangaisha sana tukiwa mpaka watoto, lakini mimi sikuwahi fanya chochote kwake. Ndio juzi sasa amekuja hapa hivi kwa platform kuongea story ya family, about my mother, about my father, about our paternity. Oh gosh.
Your Honor, do you need me to prepare some evidence to this to help you?
Yeah, I need those evidence, please.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Madam. This is from his explanation, and I'll need the whole evidence, the whole recordings of what you've heard him, right? Unajua kenye cha kufanya, sindio? Please prepare that. As Madam Prosecutor is preparing that, I want to be addressing Mr. Wajakoya. Comment session, wachana nayo. Kuna watu wanatembea academic dwarfs. It's not a matter of ulifika education university ama standard 4 ama standard 3. Kuna watu maisha ijawafunza, either they are matamushi, either they do not care about the other recipient of the insult. So compensation, hata sisi tunaitwa maiti hapa kotini. Don't worry about them. If you are addressing the court, avoid kusoma pale chini, because at the end of the day you can't change someone thinking about you, right? I want you to know that you are somebody. I'm not looking at I have seen some insults and everything. I'm not looking at you from that definition. That is why it was important for me to give you the mic. You tell us about you, right? And you went straight ahead ukatuambia the issue. I take it as ni kitu ambayo iko mzito kwa roho yako, and you just had to let it out, right? But apart from hearing what you've just said, nataka uniambie tu kidogo, right? Nyako being Nyako right now, nani mkubwa? Wewe ndo mkubwa, sio? Your mic is muted.
Mimi ndio mkubwa.
mkubwa and umezungumzia swala la sibling rivalry even when you are a child, and umeguzia pia family feuds zenye zinaanza ukiwa wadogo. I want you to understand that all of us here, we have families and our families are not perfect. Hata mimi, if I tell my story here, people will take screenshots and it will become a whole lot of scenario on TikTok. So I'll avoid saying that. But what you've just said is what I want to clarify. Kwa kweli, the gentleman sitting in this screen, amezungumzia akasema, and I like the words, it's not about being tribal. Waluya, Wajaluo, ama hizi kabila zingine, sijaisikia kwa Kikuyu, labda wako nayo. Waluya, mimi ni Mluya, Wajaluo, those are the issues we fight as we are growing up. Kuna tu ule mwenye labda akipeana pesa kwa wazazi anaonekana wa maana, kuna ule mmoja anaonekana kama huyu ni mtu useless. Our parents choose that. If I tell you that mimi ndio ule useless kwa familia yangu, I won't be lying. You understand? So this is issue that we'll talk about it on another day at length. I think, Madam Prosecutor, you already had a submission from me. I really wanted to talk about this, but I'll talk about it another day. We continue with Mr. Wajakoya. Nyako came to the TikTok platform and she talked about your mom, who is everyone's mom. She talked about your father, who is everybody's father, but she mentioned the issue of paternity on a live video, right? And it did not sit well with you because now these are people, mama ni mtu mzima sana kwa, yani ni mtu mkubwa sana kwa maisha ya binadamu, na baba pia ni mtu mkubwa sana kwa binadamu. History yote ilikufanya ukaisi aje? Have you ever had a direct communication with Nyako? And guys, please, you can see the sensitivity of this matter. Please don't bully the gentleman. Mr. Wajakoya, how did you feel about the whole thing? And you know, do you have communication with Nyako directly? Moja kwa moja.
Nyako communication ya Nyako inakuwaga on and off. Juu Nyako any given minute she can block, she can unblock. Sa zile ako na shida na unblock. Sa ile ako yani ako kwa raha zake haezi kukublock. Juu it is not the first time this lady she is blocking me. Imekuwa happen hata before kidogo tuanze hii mambo ya foundation. Nyako amekuwa Germany for like 20 years or so. Tangu hiyo siku hizo miaka zote sijakuwa into contact na Nyako. Na Nyako amekuwa kidogo, amekuwa kifight for my downfall since childhood. Look here, tulikuwa my brother mmoja anaitwa landlord. Aliapen yuaga mlevi. So katika harakati yake ya kulewa ukuja na piga kelele kwa ploti nini, tunasumbuana. So kuna siku alikuja na mambo zake mingi, hii tu kuzoeana, nikamfight. Sasa kumfight nikafanya so many injuries kwake. So katika harakati venye alisikia tu nimepiga landlord, alitumia landlord pesa, landlord akaenda hospitali, landlord kutoka hospitali ikakuwa lani aje. Kwanza hizo pesa zilitumwa kwa namba yangu. Kutuma akanipigia after very long time. Kushika akaniambia lani aje nimetuma pesa hapo hivyo kwa hiyo namba yako, na hiyo pesa ikukuwa yake, it was around 30,000. Nikamwambia sasa nifanyaje? Ati hiyo pesa tumia landlord, ni yake ya kwenda OC. So mimi kidogo nikamuuliza nimtumie yote, akaniambia pana, baki na ngiri 5 mtumie 25,000. So nikatuma hiyo pesa. After 1 week, kutumia tu landlord hiyo pesa, after 1 week the policeman came knocking at my door. Na hivyo ndio nilienda for like 8 months. Na saa hizo niko na family, mimi ndio the breadwinner kwa familia yangu. Mtoto wangu mkubwa by then alikuwa form 2. Mwingine anafanya class 8 na mwingine ako grade 1. So watoto wangu walipitia, na later on nikarealize kumbe ni yeye ali-initiate for my arrest. Baadaye waka withdraw the case after making me suffer. Forget about that. Hiyo si issue hapa, lakini these are the things that zimefanya tukajipata kwa hii kona. With the time ikaenda, baadaye atakuja anipigie simu after kutoka nini, she never bothered about my family, she never bothered venye watoto wangu wanaendelea. Wife yangu alikuwa na very hectic time, na nimepitia mengi sana kwa hii family, and then that is why kidogo naona mini black sheep. That is the way they brand me. Only 2 of them, but the rest of my siblings are very comfortable with me. So sijui ni nini utakaga kwa maisha yangu, lakini all in all, Mungu si adhumani, kila mtu ana wake. So ika happen baadaye, after 2 or 3 years atakuja na hii form ya TikTok na hii whatever, ndio tutaanzaga kucommunicate. Sasa katika harakati ya kucommunicate, kuna some few WhatsApp messages alikuwa ananitumiaga hapa hivi, kidogo nikimjibu anani block. Blocking ajanza leo ama jana ama juu ya hii story, imekuwa ni the order of her day. So me, I'm not in any position to communicate with her, and even I don't want to communicate with her. Your honor, tafadhali.
The conversation was trying to say something kwamba ulimkata na panga ukamuumiza, ulitaka kumuua ndugu yako. We are going to avoid all that because not because it's not important. This is someone from a prison, if I understand, for 8 months. Kuna kale ka prison feeling that obviously works on your mental health, and whether you are remorseful or not, ukikaa siku moja siku mbili under 48 hours in prison, you will come out there either changed or either worse. So we are going to look into that. We are going to look into that later. Sisa hizi. But this gentleman sat down here and said something which I'd love to say and comment a little bit. In a family feud, ukiita polisi hakuji kusolve, polisi anakuja kutenganisha. Either atachukua baba ama mama ampeleke korokoroni because it is in the profession and it is in the law. Hata kuja kukuambia mpendane ama mfanyane nini, polisi anakuja according to what amesomea. This is a family feud that got so serious, not undermining the fact that you are on the wrong ama the whole scenario shouldn't have happened, ukamkata, ukafanya nini. But guys, we are learning from this gentleman here. Ukiita polisi kwa your siblings or whoever, hawakuji, they don't care about family. They are not coming there to unite. They come to destroy further. Why? He has just said with his mouth, wakati alienda 8 months in prison, familia yake hata kukula because he was the breadwinner. So you see, there are other people in this picture. It's not just him. So I believe that will be my only comment on that. And mwenye akona akili atachukua what we've just said. I want to ask you a question again, because now I'm cross-examining you. When you say utaki kuongelesha dada yako, and you also mentioned something about paternity test, right? If it is in your own will, because already the information is out in the public, if it is in your own will, before we get the records of whatever Madam Prosecutor has prepared, if it is in your own will, could you kindly share to us, now that she released an information, what was this information and how do you want to respond to that? I want hiyo swala ya paternity. You are muted. You are muted.
Sorry. Kwa hiyo unanipata? Hello. Yeah, yuaona, hebu kidogo nirekebishe kitu hapa. Mi ni boxer. Na boxer haendagi vita na nini, haendagi vita na silaha. So hiyo mambo ya panga sijui walitoa wapi hiyo version ya panga. Yeah, mimi kidogo ilikuwa ni discipline. Nilidiscipline mtu. I never used any weapon during that time. Mi najiamini. So hiyo kando. Hii mambo ya paternity, I don't know where it came from, cause hata father ama mother sikuwahi sikia wakitusema hii mambo kwa mdomo yao. Forget about paternity. Kuna hadi venye wazazi wetu walikufa ati they died of HIV and AIDS. Hivyo iko kwa public domain hapa hivi. Yani kila mtu hapa hivi kidogo ako na itilafu, mimi, wazazi na watoto wetu wengine. Paternity mpaka sahii anataka ku divide and rule this family, of which we won't allow her to do that. Juu anataka kutenganisha, kusegregate some of my siblings, of which sahii sisi ni watu wakubwa, yuaona. Hakuna venye sahii naweza simama hapa mbele yako niseme I'm in my mid 40s. Sahii nataka kujua mali nilizaliwa, ama sahii nataka kukulea watoto wangu. It is high time we stop these shenanigans. Juu ile kitu mimi inaniudhi sana. Forget about paternity. Juu hata yeye labda juu hata mali alitoka. Ile kitu nataka kusema, usiongelele wazazi wetu ni marehemu. Mama alikufa, baba alikufa. So just let them rest in peace. Hii mambo ya kidogo sijui alikufa na hii, sijui huyu alifanya hii, mamangu sijui alitembea na huyu, sijui babangu alikuwa anafanya hivi. That is nonsense. So for paternity, I don't know where she got this information from, not unless she comes here and explains herself. That is my only wish. Na kusema ati kuongea naye ama nini, huu mwanamke ni kigeugeu. Sasa utaongea na yeye the next minute kidogo atakublock. So hii imekuwa ni her usual cup of tea. So hivyo tu ndio naweza explain hapa hivi. Mi siongeagi mingi sana because I don't have much words to say, but the only thing that is really affecting me up to date hii mambo ya paternity na death ya wazazi wangu. Tafadhali, it is very painful. Juu hata saa hii mali nilikuwa nafanya kazi ama area nilikuwa na mingo ama mali watu wananijua, saa hii siwezi hustle in peace. There was a place nilienda nikaambiwa huyu wewe ni mtoto haramu. Sasa mimi na irika yangu mtu ananiambia tu wewe ni mtoto haramu. Sijakuwa at peace tangu hizi stories zianze. Na kazi siwezi fanya, siwezi hasoleani kwa amani. Jueni mtu kidogo akifikaga huku jitangaza, ujionyesha mbele ya watu. So
Madam, Your Honor, I have an objection. Can I proceed?
No.
Can I?
No. Senior Counsel Papa, I recognize your presence in the court. I'll give you.
Thank you.
I have not finished the exam.
So you arrive court as you mute, please. Arrive as you mute. Miss Sonke, correspond.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak and drop, guys, 1 minute so I can give space for other people. On this case, where I stand, my honor, Wajakoya is a very humble man. I've seen you around, but personally, I felt like you went and solved your problem in the wrong spaces. This is a family issue, and you took your family issue somewhere that is not needed. I did not need to know your problem. Today we are here because of what you did. So I'm so disappointed, and
What
I'm
did I do? Tell them.
no, it's okay. It's my
Tell
point.
them
It's
what I
alright.
did.
No, it's all right. I'm just talking what I feel about this case, and I'm dropping for other people to
Na
step in.
Madam Sonke, let me wacha nikukat short.
No,
Wewe
don't.
umeanza na my profile picture. You know that profile picture is not Pesh. That is my wife. Niko nayo kwa hiyo profile picture. So
All right. I'm sorry. I'm
hiyo
sorry.
direction nataka kupitia.
All right. I'm not going on your profile picture, but you've done more than that. You've done more than the profile picture. And people like us that have been watching and following, me personally, I'm disappointed, and I want this court to find you guilty. Drop.
When you judge.
Thank you.
When you
Ojakoya, breathe in, breathe out.
Yes, hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Tutapata tu chance ya cross examine. Wacha tu nimalize 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let me just cross examine him. Just 2 minutes, yeah? Because the sensitivity of this case, I can see there's already public judgment and already has been amefungwa na public, members of the public. I want to say mimi sijui exactly what has been happening. The madam prosecutor is going to play some records, and from there we're going to understand a lot of things. But wacha tu nimalize cross examine, then I'll give everyone a chance to cross examine him. Please guys, kesi kombele yetu, it's going to be like that. It's going to be but social media can go to a point where someone feels like wacha tu aondoke kwa hii maisha. Let us be kind with our comment. I'm just requesting that. Please, we can be kind for just this section only, and then maybe we can continue with what we are doing later. Allow this man to voice out and speak from his heart. Thank you so much. 2 minutes before I'm done with you, Mr. Wajakoya. There are other siblings in the picture. Na umeelezea ikoti ukasema wako sawa na wewe, you have a good relationship with other siblings, and you also said ulitumia jina kama mwanamuke, huyu mwanamuke. That was in reference to your sister. Where is all this coming in, and what are you feeling about Nyako right now? We are here. It is so sad. Your parents' cause of death has to be revealed on TikTok, and I understand that this is part of the pain in your heart. We've understood that clearly. We are going not to talk about that because let's respect the death. Hata kama mtu alikufa na gonorrhea, I don't really want to hear that information. Death is part of life, and we really do not hata sisi tuko na relatives wako na ukimwi, ndio tunangojea waingie kaburini. So it's not a whole issue to come on live. I don't know whatever text content is, she said that, but let me just ask on finalizing, how does Nyako make you feel? How? Unasikia aje about Nyako? If you could just tell her from your heart. Tuambie, fungua mic. Tuambie tu. So just summarize that, and then we go to the cross-examining, the evidence and the cross-examination, because I can see people are here.
Nyako sina shida na Nyako, lakini Nyako akona loose mouth, and that loose mouth imefanya hata huko nyumbani asikizani na watu, hata shosho yangu ama hata ama uncles huko. Sai kidogo Nyako anaishi kwa dunia yake. Juu hata watoto wetu, hata even my siblings waongei na yeye. So that is Nyako for you. Ako tu kwa dunia yake, yeye huaga tu ni kupanganga tu, kazi yake ni kupanganga, kuropoka. Relationship yangu na yeye
Madam Judge, I think we are getting out of order, please. And I'm raising an objection. Can I be given an opportunity to say something? So that we follow the court. This is a court. It's not a mchambano or something. Please.
Relevance to what you just quoted, please.
Let's stick.
Just give me that 2 minutes, please. There is relevance to what I'm asking this gentleman here. Please. Please, I understand your objection. You'll come in after just I'm finished with you right now. Umetuambia about Nyako. Do you have anything?
Shall I have a minute just to calm issues down a little bit, Your Honor? Yeah. Papa Wemba, this, I think this, Wajakoya talking here can be very triggering, especially to people who love and support Nyako. This court session will naturally be triggering to you guys. But I need you to realize that each and every person has a right of speech. Everyone has a right to have a say. So you have to sit with that discomfort of being triggered by his words. You have to sit with that discomfort. It's uncomfortable, I know. Now that is what is making you, Papa Wemba, unmute, wanting to stop him. You cannot stop somebody from speaking their story. You understand? That is his story. So allow him that chance to speak. He is not here to destroy anybody. Yeah, he requested for this. Allow him that chance, kindly.
Let me add on that. Senior Counsel Papa Wemba, this is a civil case. Now, in a civil case, the relevance of why I'm cross-examining Mr. Wajakoya, it's a family. To social media tumekuja tu kwa ile tumesikia na ile tumeona. Hii ni undani, za ndani ndo tunataka za ndani, because I can never, even if I know you Papa Wemba, I can never describe your family. Siwezi describe nyanya, uncle.
Your mic, Your Honor. Your mic, Your Honor. You're not very audible.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, you're clear, but
I was saying this, Papa Wemba, the relevance of me cross-examining Mr. Wajakoya, it's because regardless of all the drama, siwezi describe, you cannot tell him about his uncle, his shosho, his what. The sensitivity of this issue, imefika watu wengine wawili wako kwa kaburi. Walikufa miaka na miaka. You understand? So we can only hear from his mouth. I just want him to express his feeling. It's now or never. I can see from the comment section, kuna tu profiling, watu wamejudge, watu wamedo this, and mimi naona hiyo picha. You see, when you are rejected everywhere you go and you feel like people, you just never had a here where you can express yourself. These things get to suicidal. We can't describe this family. It's either Nyako describes the family, which she has done, ama she can come and do, and it is either Wajakoya describes this family. So wacha tu tumalao 2 minutes alafu ukuje. It's not as criminal, it's civil. Please, I want to just ask you, we summarize because of the heat, yeah? Kuna chacha sasa, yeah? Please, when you say, of course you've told us about Nyako, ni mdomo mrefu, anapayuka sana, akona panganga, and she doesn't just, I think she doesn't understand her limits, yeah? What about you? Now I want to hear about you, because on self-revelation, Wajakoya, and with the age you just mentioned here, I believe unajijua. Nimeona watu wanasema uko 70. Wewe mwenyewe kwa mdomo yako umesema uko 40. We just go with what you've said. I don't want to know what comment section inasema. They cannot tell me about you. But knowing that self-revelation, yeah? Do you think you are perfect? Do you think kuna vitu, because I know myself, I know where I'm perfect and I know where I don't have imperfection. Do you think there's something that might have happened that you'd love to use these 2 minutes, yeah, to just choose, either you can show remorse to Nyako, either you can whatever, however you feel. Let me not influence your feelings. But I've heard about Nyako's imperfection. What about you? Now tell me about you. Mike.
Nobody is perfect, Your Honor. Everybody akona flaws zake. So when it comes to perfection, hakuna mtu yuko perfect. But kidogo Nyako ni bully. Ni bully, lakini this time around, I mean bully for quite a long time. This time around I won't allow her to bully me anymore. Juu kidogo unaona hapa hivi, watu wanaona ati alikuwa ananisaidia. Mimi Nyako hajai nisaidia, hata hii familia yetu hajai saidia. Hakuna mtu Nyako, hakuna mtu sasa anaweza stand tall kwa hii family aseme Nyako amemsaidia. Ni juzi tu kidogo ameanza hii shughuli yake ya foundation hapa hivi. Sasa hiyo ndio watu tukakuja kwa limelight, watu wakaanza kuona ati tunasaidika. Yeye mwenyewe hawezi jisaidia, atasaidiaje watu kama sisi? Mimi niko na family. Mtu akikutumia like 20,000 ama 30,000 at the end of the year, yeye amekusaidiaje? Si ameboost to the little ile kidogo na anu akuboost nayo. So hii mambo ya kusaidiwa, mimi si kiwete, mimi ni mtu nafanya kazi zangu all along. Mimi niko niko in my mid 40s. So hebu imagine hii TikTok na age yangu, sasa hii ndio kidogo, hizo time zote nilikuwa naishi wapi ama nilikuwa najisaidiaje? Na hii kazi ya siku mbili ya sijui ya kulisha machokora. So rule that out. Kila mtu ana bidii yake kwa hii maisha. So kwa Nyako, I don't want to pretend here that I'll be sorry to her ama I'll be remorseful to her. She started it all, let her end it all by herself. Mimi sitaki kujua venye ataimaliza.
Last quick question. Do you have a source of income right now?
For now niko na kidogo sana, haifiki ile kiwango. You know, during those days when ngumi juu sasa ndio ana take over. So for now I'm just waiting for next year to see if I can renew my explosives permit, ndio tena nirudi kwa kiwanja nianze kutafuta kazi. For now I don't have any other source of income. Sasa hii ni my sister wananisaidia and the well wishers, of which I'm not very comfortable. I'm not used to begging. Yeah. So that is it.
We have all heard from but Mr. Wajakoya, please would you mute? We have all heard from Mr. Wajakoya. I just wanted him to have his moment. I didn't want to steal the moment from him, because sometimes when you are not heard, yeah, hii ni kesi ambayo ni civil, maarifa itaweza kushinda ile malumbano, right? Like confrontations, yeah? Either you use wisdom or you are confrontational. But at the end of the day, it is a court and we are allowed to object. This is where I come in. We're allowed to object. David, can you mute?
Yes, you are.
We are allowed to object. Geoffrey, please, a little bit. We are allowed to object. We are also allowed to, interject. But I just didn't want to steal his moment, and he has had it, yeah? So let me give the mic to Papa Wemba, and then I want after ni Papa Wemba. Woi Mungu, nisikuite Papa Wemba, sorry. Ni Papa Wemba ma ni Papa na?
Ni Papa Wemba, yes. You're right, Your Honor.
Okay.
Now,
and then after that, we'll give the mic to Geoffrey. And then from there, please, because of Madam Prosecution Office, yeah? From there, Papa Wemba and Geoffrey, and then we just have Prosecutor, Madam Prosecutor, playing the records, right? On what she has prepared. Papa Wemba, please, Short and precise and relevant. Please.
Very clear. Madam, Your Honor, I have the reason why I was objecting, I just wanted to understand because this is a court of law. Going by what we've been witnessed or what we have witnessed happening here, people have been getting assisted, helped, and in most cases they've been an accused and an accuser. Now, you said this is a civil case. Fine, because I find it a bit odd. I might be wrong, that he was explaining and talking about this person who is not in the court, and also some language that he was using, which I found that are not suitable to the court. Being a court of law, I believe, and I've been following you and what people have been saying. The language of the court, when somebody goes out of the way, somebody should interject or raise an objection and correct that. So both of us, most of us have been on this platform for quite some time, not too long as others, just maybe an year or so, and we know what has been happening. And when somebody's lying, we will be able, and most of this comment section, if you've been reading comment section, you realize that some of the things that this guy is saying are not true rather. Because when, for example, when somebody says that so-and-so has not been helping me, and he is on the record saying himself, oh, so-and-so has been helping me a lot before, that is being not truthful to the court. The accuser or the other person is not here to defend herself on that, you know. But I'm not defending. I'm not defending anyone. But I'm just being truthful and for what I've seen and what has been happening here, and all of us know. So that's what I wanted to come in and say, that as much as you guys are listening to him, let us also tell him to use the court language, and then state facts. Whereby, if the accuser comes here, or whoever he is accusing comes here, when she comes in with another story or comment section, I think the other court members down here, they are able to articulate or tell you or bring records that what he's saying is not true. That's what I wanted to say. So as much as we're listening and also giving him a platform to talk, let us also make sure that he sticks to the line and also mind the court language. That's what I wanted to say. I'm not objecting what he's saying, but use the correct language and also stick to the rules of the court. That's why I say this is a court of law, not a Mchambano platform. That's what I said, if you can remember when I interjected. That's what I wanted to correct. That's all. So the accuser is not here. Let him stick to the facts, mind his language. I don't want to interfere with the court process, but let us be also honest. That's all. Thank you.
That's so kind of you. We take it into consideration. Mr. Wajakoya, there we have your emotions captured on camera. I know you might want something to say, but sometimes wisdom is more powerful than strength, right? Everyone in this court, wisdom is more powerful than strength. We appreciate that submission, and so I'm not going to allow Mr. Wajakoya to respond to that because it could lead us to another directive, right? Let me go to Geoffrey. Geoffrey, say something quickly, and then we go to, I don't know, not to undermine, but if you want to request to say something quickly, but I feel like for the interest of time, Geoffrey should say something, and then...
May I check the mic? May I interject for 1 minute?
Your Honor,
just one.
mine is just
Geoffrey, 1 minute kindly. So I have I wanted to literally call to your attention, the attention of the public. Let me just come on the big screen and just make sure it's clear here. Because not many people realize that some of the things they do on TikTok are actually unacceptable. They are time-barred. They are totally time-barred. They are outdated. They will not work on this platform anymore. We do not use mob mentality on TikTok anymore. We refuse mob mentality on this app. It will not work. So if you're there on the comment section thinking that you can come on a platform with that mob mentality, that is the TikTok of 2023. We are no longer doing that. So you cannot say, oh, unfollow the host, do that, do what? You cannot do that. That is not the TikTok we have now. All right. So come to the court, and adhere. You can comment the way you want, no worries. But do not get into this head frame where you're thinking, oh, we're gonna come as a mob, we're gonna do this. Not anymore. TikTok has moved on. We've got many new faces on this app that are doing exceptionally well. We don't have the TikTok of 2023 where we only had a few people on the limelight. Please go with the times, guys. Go with the times. Be watchful. See what is happening on this app. Learn from it and get comfortable with it. Thank you. No mob mentality in the comments. Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize for the time taken.
Okay, Your Honor, to add on that, thank you. I agree to Madam Prosecutor, guys. We might not agree with what some of these people are saying on the guest, but if you have something, I think it's only fair. Just send a request, and I think Madam Prosecutor will be in a position to put you up and then say what you think is not correct. I think that is how we can correct one another. I might not agree with some of things that either Madam Judge or Prosecutor, whoever is here saying, but the only thing I can do, I can come here and square or bring my case and argue my case on the floor. So I think that is the correct way. Thank you so much. I will drop. Allow me to go to attend to another case. Your judge, I know the court is on, is on, so please. Thank you so much. Allow me to drop.
Geoffrey, please take the mic. Geoffrey, please take the mic. I think I'm going to direct this court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mine was just an opinion, and I don't know how people are going to take it. I think this court is going to lose its meaning. Its meaning when everybody will be coming here, representing their case, and the fundamental aim in that their case is to seek help. You see, because if you listen very carefully to Wajakoya, yeye story yake si mambo ya kesi, anataka usaidizi. We can't work like that. This is a court. If things can't be solved here, then we should just look for something else. This court is going to lose its meaning, because unajua mtu akikuja hapa aseme vitu juu ya mtu mwingine because is seeking sympathy. Your Honor, I promise you, this court, it won't be this much serious the way you see it. So, if anybody has got a problem, come here, present your problem. If the case involves the other party, all of them should be here, saying and listening to the case. If it can't be solved, Your Honor, you will present the case to another level. But you coming here kuharibu jina ya the other side ili sisi to sympathize with you, it won't work here in the court. This is a court. We should respect the court. We should take or listen to every case, but isifikie ile place ya sai niko jobless. No, that is not what we are doing here. Everybody has got a problem. We are here 1.7 1,700 1,800 viewers. Kila mtu ako na shida zake. This is a court. We came here to solve cases. Mambo na mtu ana kazi na mtu ako nayo, that is not what we should be doing. I'm just requesting as one of the people on the bench. Thank you, Your Honor.
Geoffrey, I ask.
I request to have a mic. Can I say something?
Okay, please, you will, but let me just respond. I asked a question to Mr. Wajakoya if he has any source of income. The reason was not because I want to rally people to contribute money for him. There's something I said when we started. Unaona hii kesi, as a sitting judge, wezi approach without wisdom, right? There's something I'm trying to establish from him when I ask when I ask if he has a case of income. And I'm sorry to say this, I'll explain why I did that. Sometimes kuna kawivu ama kuna ka frustration kako mahali. Inaweza kuwa wivu anaonea Nyako, inaweza kuwa frustration kwa maisha yake, anaona mimi sina lolote, sasa watu hawanioni. Unaelewa? Inaweza kuwa pia hana wivu, hana frustration, lakini hajapata ile settlement ya life. It's one thing for people to give you something to eat. They can give you a fish to eat. Alafu binadamu tuko na mazoea ya mtu anaweza kupea kitu, ndio amekupea na roho safi, lakini ulimi yake itaharibu shukrani yako kwa moyo wako. Why? Because amekufanyia kitu, lakini atatembea akiambia kila mtu, huyo nilimnunulia suruali, ule nilimnunulia socks, ule nilimfanya akakuwa nani. Vitu hizi zinaweza fanya mtu ndio una shukrani alikutendea, lakini pia omera. What? Unaelewa? So when I asked him a question about income, this platform is not just limited to TikTok. He made a point about a certain letter stuck at Ministry of Mines and Geology. What if, because everyone who knows the history of Judge Black Cinderella, I am an ex-girlfriend to the third most powerful politician in this country. What if I could pull some strings? I just wanted to understand this man. I just wanted to understand his life. He's not here to beg. And if he begs, it is also not a crime. Someone can say, mimi simpay, mimi nitampea. But truly, that question had relevance. Because why? If I'm going to sit on this case, I swear to God, hata sitaingilia Nyako na sitaingilia huyu gentleman. Because whatever this guy is saying, iko kwa familia zetu. But well, the thing is, we don't have TikTok platforms to come and air out our views. We still have the family preservation of their dirt. These are dirtiness that have been washed outside. So nikimuuliza income hata haombi. Please, aki sijui, I think at this point, Madam Prosecutor, sijui mbona anachukiwa na si ati ni huruma na mpa, but chance yake ni, yani let him have this moment. Whatever the outcome of...
Judge, allow me to just ask a quick question for clarity. I've been listening along. For me, and probably for others in the public here, I'm not clear on what the case is and what remedy Wajakoya is actually seeking from this court. If we could clarify those, because what I heard him say, she started it, she must finish it. I really don't know or understand what the real case is and what he wants the court to do. Could you please clarify that? Because we've had a lot of Kiswahili and English and we are not clear on the case.
Now. Tukimfukuza, I can only say on behalf of what I think. Akiwa hapa mwenyewe, hata sikuwa nimefika pale, nilikuwa nimuulize, jamani Mr. Wajakoya, koti hii unaomba ikusaidie wapi? But guys,
No. Judge. No, let me finish because I'll drop just now. When you take a case into your court, you need to understand what is the case before you start having all this Kiswahili and English for the last how long. So I have asked you now, what is the case? Before we get to what do you want from the court, what is the case? Case ni gani?
It is a civil case and it is under family feuds. We are solving family feuds, and I beg the members of the public.
So when somebody comes to court and say I have a family feud, don't you first ask what is this feud? What is the case? So that you know whether the submissions are relevant or not to whatever conclusion you're going to get to.
Kindly.
No, I have asked you what is the case? What is the case? Family feud. What family feud? Mami, hapa leo
we need to understand about the case. We need to understand about the case. Yeah.
What is the case? What are we working towards?
Judge is right. The only problem is, this is judge is right. This is a home court.
Mbona msipendi amekuwa pale anasema kesi yake. Hamjalawa aongee, mumesema aende, mumemfukuza. Surely that is a binadamu. Wacha aseme hata kama ataongea upuzi. At the end of the ruling nitamwambia hiyo ni upuzi.
Judge usirike please.
No, nakasirika because some people just make it about TikTok. This is not about Nyako. Hata mimi hapa I don't know Nyako atanisaidia wapi. Unaelewa? So siwezi kuja niseme leo kwa sababu ndugu yake aliniambia Nyako ako na mdomo mrefu mtamtukana. Allow people to express themselves. Mukimkata short na mumfukuze, tutajua shida iko wapi. How are we helping this family? We will just enjoy the fact that wanaanikana. Mama alikufa na ukimwi, huyu naye hana pesa, huyu ni mlevi, huyu anapigananga, huyu ametoka jela miezi 8. Tumewasaidia aje? Tumesikiza na tukakatalize. Please, allow this man to talk. It is now or never. Amekuja kotini, wacha aongee tu. Hata kama atasema upuzi.
No one has chased him away. He just ran out of...
A lot of bullying. Wacha aongee tu, please. I'm just asking. Hakuna vile nitajua shida ya Wajakoya kutokea kwa mdomo yako mimi. Unaona? Wacha tu aseme yeye ndiye anajua shida yake kwa wapi. Tumemsikia hapa, ninaona elements of mental challenge. Hama mjaona? I'm doing something here. I'm cross-examining him. I'm taking points. I'm writing something. Sijasema notes zangu, but because it is Nyako, now we have to disregard the court. It is not fair. Huyo mtu anakaa kona shida zake. Watu wamesema ni njaa, but I see more than that. I see someone that feels less of a person. And he thinks his problem is Nyako. Nyako on the other side, I've not heard from her, so I don't know what she thinks about her brother. But I was asking him, afadhali aseme na mdomo yake ndo twende to judge. Tafadhali, please. This court is just fair. Anybody, hata mwendazimu, anaweza kuja akae kizibani na aseme, mimi si chizi vile watu wanasema. Allow him. Moderator, nitafutie the plaintiff. This, we can't bully him.
I will find him. Your Honor, may I take the mic 1 minute, please?
Relevant, we cannot.
Yeah. So I will get
Madam Prosecutor, I have seen family that mtu anajinyonga, familia inaanza kumzika na pesa mzuri. But when he was alive, he never felt that love. Hii shida iko kwa familia zetu. We all know this. Hata mimi iko. Hata wewe Lady Jacqueline iko. Hii shida ni kubwa na
that's not how we do it, my love. Just mute, please. Just remain muted if you don't mind. Your Honor, I have Wajakoya in the comments, but he's not requested. Oh, here, he's requested. He's coming back. Okay, so Your Honor, before any other conversations, I have Wajakoya back. I'll put him back on the big screen. But shall I say this, that I'm just going to repeat again what I said before, is that we no longer have the need for mob justice on TikTok. We no longer, I'm going to say this again, we no longer have the need for armies and mob justice on TikTok. We no longer have the need for it. Tafadhali, relax kwa comment section, listen, okay, to the judge, take us through the case. You don't need to come up here and defend anybody. You're wasting your time, your energy, and perhaps even your resources. Nobody needs to be defended here. Please relax. Kakwa comments follow. If this live is not for you, swipe to the next one. Nobody is forcing you to be here. Please allow us to give Wajakoya a chance to have his say in court. This is his day in court. Please do not come to undermine this court. Thank you. All right, so Yon, I'll put Wajakoya on the big screen now. Thank you.
Wajakoya, thank you for coming back. Please do not feel threatened about whatever thing is happening. It is the nature, that's why I said this case is very sensitive, right? Nyako is a people's person. Kuna vile we unamjua kama dadako, but kuna vile watu wanamjua nje. So you might say akona mdomo mrefu, this and that. You grew up with her, you know her. Hawa nao wanamjua, she's their icon, she's their president of TikTok, right? But regardless, we are going to focus with this. You have all your human rights, you have your freedom of association and speech. Please take it. Don't allow anybody to strip you that. Whether unaendeshanga boda boda, I don't care. In my world, as a personal person, mtu wa boda boda, mtu wa maid, mtu wa nani, they have equal rights in my eye. So I see you as a gentleman who has some of the things that are heavy in your heart. And today, without even being limited to TikTok, we are going to do something. Let us just hope that God is also going to take charge over this case. We proceed. Madam thank you so much, Senior Counsel Geoffrey. Madam Goddess, you wanted to say something? Please keep it respectful, relevant, and short and precise. Also, Madam Brina, you can say something. Madam Min Jaden, you can say something as well, and David. And then we go to the records. Mimi nilitaka tu explain. Kwa record, ndo tunaweza mushika na kama kosa fulani. Na kama kako kataonekana. Saa hizi tu, sisi tumetaka tu tusikie. Unaelewa? So take the mic.
Goddess of the Moon, the mic is yours now. Goddess of the Moon.
Okay, excuse my manners, Madam Speaker. It's my first time on court, and I apologize. So the reason why I'm up here is because the court should be fair, especially when you want to listen to a story that contains two parties. I think the other party should be available too. And if they don't even appear on court, the case is paused until the other party is available. So since Madam President is not around and the brother is here.
That is not that objection. I overrule it under the law of Kenya. Listen, if one party fails to come to court, right, and there is no representative of that case, right, this court of law, hiyo kesi itahairishwa, alafu kuna summons zitapelekwa kwa the other party kwamba alikuwa anafaa na hakufika, kwa hivyo labda amepigwa fine ama amepewa onyo akuje, si ndio? But now this is a mock TikTok court, right? And this is a civil case, right? I started by telling people, naomba comment section mshare live Nyako. This story ya Nyako and the prosecutor has not been good. Nyako don't know me from anywhere, right? Na hii kitu hata Nyako akisema another day I want to come and respond, we take it. But for now, since Nyako is not around, this gentleman atajisikiza pale. Akijisikiza pale si ati yako innocent. From him being there, leo ataambiwa makosa yake, atapewa zake aende nyumbani. Unaelewa? Sasa kama Nyako atafika, we'll allow her. Please share the live with Nyako. We'll allow her, but that does not influence the sit down of this case. Kama huyo kona makosa yake leo, avoid kuambia Nyako story yake because Nyako hajasema yake. Tutamwambia tu hapa live. This is how you should have done. This is what you should have done, and this is how you proceed. Umeridhika? No. You want Nyako to come? We'll contact Nyako and tell Nyako your brother was here. You also honor our invitation and tell us. It's a hearing. You understand? Tuko mention. Inatoka mention. Nyako hajakuja mention. Hii ni mention bado. Trials hazijaanza. Tuko mention. Please, can you stop basing on that panel? Please, let us move on, please. Akitu sijui kwa nini mbona tutaki huyu jamaa. I don't know. Nimeona tu a lot of things, a lot of pingamizi, but please, he deserves his chance. Let him have his moment. Sindio Goddess. Nyako atakuja. Just tell her to come. It's just a mention.
It's okay if you say so, but according to just my knowledge, everybody has
honestly. So, Moon Goddess, allow me to correct you. I've been having a case. Somebody took me to court. The person lives in America. They took me to court last year on the basis of my schools. They made allegations that the schools did not belong to me, and also domicile in America since, and we finished the case. I beat her in court. She never appeared. So yes, it is a civil case. We do not need to have the other party present. Allow the judge to continue, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brina, Min Jaden, anything you want to say?
Me, I only have one request to Wajakoya, Your Honor.
Yes.
Anytime he opens his mic to talk to us, to the panel, and the people down there, let him address the accuser with manners. That's the only thing that I wanted to tell him.
Okay, Your Honor, before we continue, I wanted to say something. I'm here on behalf of my client, Madam Nyako. Me and my client, we are not coming to court today. We are sorry, we are not coming to court. This Wajakoya insulted us and went on Telegram and insulted our Puma and the way we were on Telegram. That is so rude. We are not coming to court to discuss anything with this Wajakoya. We don't want anything to do with him, and we are out. See, we are not coming to court either today or tomorrow. We are not coming to discuss Wajakoya in court. Thank you.
Before you drop, you said amekuwa akienda kwa platform zingine kuwatusi, right? And so defendant hawezi kuja. That's what you said, right?
Like we are not discussing. You know, the defendant is the sister, and he has been humiliating the sister. He has, instead of being the big brother, he has humiliated the sister. There is no room for discussion. Us, me and my team and my client, we are out of this case.
Okay, we've taken that into note. We have taken that into consideration.
Yes, Your Honor, just let me just nini a very shortly that huyo mtu ameongea hiyo ni disrespectful to the court, because what if the court invite that Nyako to come and present herself? You can't come to the court and tell the court that even what happens sisi hatutakuja. So there is what we call this party can say all these things, alafu the other party will be served with the court order. Wewe Wajakoya pia usitupeleke hapa na maji. Say things that are true, things that has got their meanings, then hizo ndio zitatumika kuserve the other party. I'm very sure the judge will listen to Wajakoya. If things doesn't go okay, case itaisha, Wajakoya will go to seek help to the other court, even the high court and whatever the court. But huyu atisiseme ati Nyako haizi kuja aje na hii ni court. What if court amesema come?
We shall not be bullied to close down the case. Kesi inaweza isha niseme we are giving it another hearing because Nyako really needs to be here. Na tutamuomba kwa lugha respectful, right? But within anything in this range, I'm sorry to announce, kesi haijakuwa close. Only the judge can close this case. And right about now, mimi nasema tunaendelea. Tano tena. Because let me tell you something. When we avoid solving atamgoja Nyako kwa kona. Nyako ni kama makadogo sana. Kanaweza pigwa kofi kaanguke mbali. Tafadhali, huu ni boxer. Nyako naye anaweza tumia pesa anyonge huyu. Unaelewa? And we have a lot of ugly situations. So case cannot be closed. I'm sorry, you do not hold that power in my court. Hii ni kitu ambayo nimesema it's a matter of, yani hata mimi najifunza hapa. Benye niko, there are so many things I can accuse my mother. I can accuse my father. What happens? What happens when we never solve issues? We solve it with matusi, mabuchambo, makufanya nini. Kama ana makosa ya kwenda kudalilisha sister yake online, yeye pia nitamwambia you do not have the right to say yeye alisema mambo ya ukimwi, because you are doing the same. And this gentleman will leave this court knowing, of course, umesikia nimemuuliza swali moja ya maana. Nimemwambia umeniambia about Nyako. Sasa niambie about wewe. Na nyinyi wote mlisikia hakusema kitu mbaya about him. Did you all hear that?
Your Honor, excuse Your Honor. Your Honor.
I was establishing something. Can we just give this court a chance? Yes, Senior Counsel Prince Meeting.
Objection, my Honor. Objection, my Honor.
We will not stay here, and
you are referring to my client as Kama Makadogo. That is not right. That is emotional. Your Honor, stay respectful to my client, please. Don't refer my client as kama Makadogo. Her name is Nyako or Rosie. Please. Do not refer as kama Makadogo. Please. Yeah, please withdraw that statement, Your Honor. Yeah, this is a court, Your Honor. Please, no emotions. No emotions should run.
Thank you.
I withdraw my
Your Honor, I request to have the mic for a minute, please.
Can you have the mic and then be followed by Mr. Wajakoya?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I appear for the first time and with total respect to this court. Thank you for having me. I'm coming in first as a friend of the court, and I'll mention my second appearance as I continue with my conversation in here. I wanted to know, first of all, and to have an understanding of what the case is all about, what the charges are, and who the accused persons are. And from the conversation that I've had here, it seems like one, Madam Nyako is the accused, and hereby Wajakoya is the complainant. Thank you so much for this. However, I would also want to understand if at all the court has taken its due diligence in making the accused person know that they have a case in court and they need to appear. And this brings me to my second point of appearance into this court. I appear today and now as a senior counsel representing Madam Nyako. Unfortunately, we have not been told or summoned by the court that she needs to appear here. And therefore, I would also like to support my fellow senior counsel in line with this, with the same board, that we are not appearing at any time in this court at any given time. The court has not done its due diligence in making us know that there is a case that has been filed against our client. It's unfortunate. And also we would request that this court may exercise total respect to our client while executing your duties on this court. Also give guidance to the complainant to use words that are not insultive to our client. That is my take today. And on a lighter note and also on a serious note, I would also request the judge to just be vigilant and patient with all clients that come in here. Please do not attach emotions, too hard emotions on these cases as they appear. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you so much for that. Madam Prosecutor. Madam Prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Your Honor, the first recording that I have is in regards to the efforts that Madam Nyako has put in supporting her family. The complainant indicated that he has not received any help from Madam Nyako. I have a few recordings here that I would actually wish for the court to listen to. There are two recordings, and that's the first one. That's not the first one, sorry. Yeah, this is the first one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So we were left very young.
So, Your Honor, this is a conversation between Madam Nyako, her little brother Churchill, and I think after that Wajakoya joins the discussion as well.
And we have struggled. You can see us. We made it. I can say that we made it because we were left orphans with nothing, with no funds, with no relatives ran away from us. but I never gave up on my family.
You know, most people thought that we'll go back to Shago. That's what people thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people are waiting for us to go back to Shago.
Yeah, so you can imagine how much we have pulled through. If Churchill was left at 9, and now he is a lawyer, and no relative came to our rescue.
Yeah, sure, even one.
No relative came to our rescue. I held my sister's hand. My sister, you have seen her here once. She came to Germany. She struggled with her life. She made it. She took Churchill through law school.
Yeah, you paid my high school fees, and then she paid my fee for law school. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you can imagine how much we were determined to make it. And our other sister, Brenda, is also doing so well here in Germany. Yeah. God saw us through, guys. It was tough, but we are not complaining. And now we are there for other children who don't have homes, who don't have food. We are giving back to the society as a family. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it is. Brenda was promoted recently. He's now head of the restaurant, the head chef of the restaurant.
Did you hear that? My other sister is the...
The head chef of Mula's restaurant.
Yeah, do you know, you guys, you know Mula? What is his name? Nelson Mula.
Nelson Mula, yeah.
He's a chef cook in Germany, and he presents his food on the TV. My sister is working in his restaurants, and yeah, Mujijazie, she made it. And my other sister took care of Brenda. My other sister took care of Brenda when Brenda came to Germany.
Initially, yes.
Yeah, my other sister. So through me, the chain has gone up and up and up. And through me now, street kids are able to eat. Anything I lay my hand on is a blessing. Anything.
Amen. Amen. Blessed beyond measure. Nyota.
Okay, so Your Honor, I will, that is the first part of that recording. I'll play the second part. As per Madam Nyako, according to that recording, she took her sister to Germany, and the sister actually took her little brother through school, all the way to law school. The brother is actually a lawyer, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. His name is Churchill. He's well known on TikTok. Okay, so this is the second recording.
It was a very defining moment for me.
So Your Honor, in this recording, Churchill, Wajakoya, who is the plaintiff today, he joins the conversation. So let's hear what he says.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Like, I want to put forward in the presence of court, there is an imposter here by the name Rosso. That is an imposter. Please, Your Honor, we have an imposter in the middle, in our midst. Please. That is not King Rosso. Prosecutor.
Prince Miti, I'm going to, I don't know if I can talk. I'm going to inform you that, yes, we know that this is not King Rosso. This is a friend of the court. He comes here, he supports our work. He has a bigger account. This is just a small account. He does support our work on the platform. So just allow him to be. Thank you. Okay.
Madam Prosecutor.
Thank you. So I will play the second recording.
Tumefika sahi Aki.
You guys, we have struggled to be where we are. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy.
Mali tumefika sahi na bianga tu watu. Usitone mali tuko sahi. Think about our journey before. Think about our journey before. Yeah.
Wajakoya anaongea.
Najua juu tumestruggle, lakini
Jackie akiwapo frontline, yeye ndiye alikuwa kwa battlefield all the time. And she's the one, I must say, she has made the family see through. If it was not her efforts, nadhani wengi wetu zaidi tungekuwa huko Ocha, tungekuwa tu tunalimia watu. At the same time, unajua mapero akienda, the Luo culture, tuseme kama alikuwa ni mtu anaishi town, so unapataga watu wote kila mtu maisha yani inabadilika. But I thank God pale pia aliona mbele kidogo. Wale wahenga walisemaga majuto ni wajukuu. Imagine pale wajukuu wake hawajuti, wako poa, wanaishi poa, aliwachia hapa nyumba. Sasa itazapona sisi wajukuu wetu jo pia wako wetu wako poa. And to Churchill, you've been that brave man.
Robin, can you come?
You've gone through a lot.
Come and say hi to your aunt.
And I must say, it's through your resilience. It's through your resilience.
Start, come.
You've been disciplined. You've been hardworking. Above all, you are God-fearing. Thank you, Mbeta. I must say, I'm very proud of our siblings.
I want to end
Thank you for the kind words. Thank you. And may you have your best during this birthday.
Yeah, it's one of a kind.
or not?
Na kidogo,
It's one of a kind. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't have sister-in-law. I don't know why. Sister-in-law, brother-in-law. Watu kweni mimi ndio siko kwa hiyo.
Kwani wewe ni kibamia?
Siko kwa hiyo vocabulary.
Hapana, pengine yeye ni kibamia, ngoja. Kwani wewe ni kibamia?
Kibamia ndio.
Network. Can you come and say happy birthday to Churchill?
Freeze.
And Puff is also here.
Yeah, nani freeze.
Are you coming or not? We will not wait for you.
Wewe bro, unajua vile safari ni ngumu.
You don't understand.
Wewe safari bro. Ngangana.
Wewe mwenyewe unajua vile safari.
Lakini adabu ndio lieka mbele na Mungu.
I think Churchill is the most disciplined of all of us. Churchill na Mercy.
What about Baron? The landlord. The landlord is also disciplined, except to squeeze Joe.
So, Your Honor, that I've left it halfway because I think what you need to get from there, I believe you've already gotten. I've got the second recording now of when, and I'm going to give the date of when this happened. This recording is where Madam Nyako is now letting go of Wajakoya as one of the people working under Nyako Foundation. So this recording here.
Wajakoya amefika pana. I wish him the best, and I only want the best for him. So long as hapo mali tumefika na Wajakoya pana, guys. I'm so sorry that our friendship with Wajakoya has ended indefinitely. I'm very sorry, but that's the fact that safari yangu na yeye imeishia hapo, and I wish him well. I will always want the best for him, lakini I cannot do anything with him again. You show people your real face, and that's it.
Okay, so Your Honor, so I think that is clear. I've got the next recording is Wajakoya I'll also play recordings of Wajakoya talking and of Nyako talking about the family in a minute. However, there is this recording where Wajakoya is sat on a platform.
Before that, Madam Prosecutor,
yes,
played a record where Nyako now is anamwachilia kutoka kwa mikono yake Mr. Wajakoya. I'm not familiar. What might have happened ndio akuje live and say amwachilie?
I believe Wajakoya will answer that, Your Honor. I cannot speculate. I think everyone on this platform has been following.
Mr. Wajakoya, what had you done that led your sister to come online and disregard you, like akasema hizi jitanisha na wewe?
Thank you, Your Honor. This last recording, let me clarify one thing for the senior counsel for the defendant. Anaitwa Mwiti. Mwiti, I don't belong to the Telegram. So hiyo story mnaleta hapa hivi, story mingi sijui za Telegram, sijui na wadhalilisha wapi. Hata hii TikTok, hata ni kutoka natoka. So mambo ya Telegram kujeni na facts, msikuje hapa na uongo mingi. Okay, Your Honor, back to your question. Ile kitu iko ni the last recording kitu ilifanyika ni I was hosted by Pesh. And I never knew that Pesh alikuwa ni adui wake. So after seeing that nini hiyo platform yangu nini na Pesh, she went on Sudo. And it was all over data collection. FYP walikuwa na hizo evidence zote. So hapo ndio sasa kizungumkuti ilianzia.
Kwa hosting ya Pesh, how did you know Pesh? Ulimjulia tu TikTok?
Pesh mimi nilimjulia TikTok.
Okay,
she never talked about it.
What transpired? Ulisema kitu mbaya kuhusu Nyako, ulisema nini?
No. All along nilikuwa tu nasikiaga Pesh. And then unajua mimi ni mtu kidogo, ule mtu unachukulia kama adui wako, mtaka niende niongee na yeye ni ujue ni nini, mbona mnazozana. So nikajipata Pesh akani welcome kwa platform yake. Nikamwambia ni aje ni nini inaendeleaga siku hizi, mbona kidogo nasikiaga unachangamkia.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, he's lying. He clearly knew that Pesh na Nyako wasikizani hapa kwa hii platform.
Wewe unanijua
excuse me, Your Honor, excuse me, protect me from this uncouth human being, Your Honor. Protect me from this uncouth human being. Your Honor, this is a court of law. It's not anywhere to throw words. Tunarushana maneno. Wewe.
Let's be nice, Mr. Wajakoya. Let's because he didn't interrupt you. Wacha tumsikize tu. Even we already prepared you for this, right? Tukakwambia itakukwaza lakini just calm down, yeah? Take a cup of water and then wacha endelea malize.
Yeah, so Your Honor, Wajakoya knew clearly that Pesh na Nyako hawasikizani kwa hii platform. Now my question to him is, excuse me, wewe kwanza Your Honor, huyu unaweza kuambia afungiwe na PDD, apelekwe US, afungiwe na PDD kwa jela. Afungiwe na PDD kwa jela.
Hizo ndio tabia zetu.
Afungiwe na PDD kwa jela, apelekwe US, afungiwe na PDD kwa jela, kwa sababu alikuwa anajua penye akienda kwa Pesh Musau na ni dada yake.
Senior Counsel Prince Mwiti, let us focus. I want to ask you a question, Prince Mwiti. Why do you think, mbona unasema, yani nataka unieleze, unajua sami sijui historia, so nataka unieleze mbona unasema alikuwa anajua. What is it that makes you say alikuwa anajua?
No, like Judge Blackson, Your Honor, sorry, Your Honor. The reason why I'm saying it, because it is a long-standing, it has been a long-standing beef between the two, between Nyako and Pesh. It has been a long-standing so he clearly knew. Kenya nafaa kusema aseme he was trying kuwaleta pamoja ikabackfire. Ndio maana alienda kwa hiyo platform ya Pesh in the first place. Asiseme hakukuwa anajua, he knew.
Madam Judge, can I add some point on Mwiti's point? Wajakoya clearly knew Pesh who he was because he was working on the CB. It's just a minute. He was working on the CB and then.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry. That was a lion, guys. That was a lion. Respect, King Rosa. Our million. We need your Rosa wet, guys. That was a lion. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sorry to have taken your time. Thank you. We had to celebrate that. Thank you, Your Honor.
We appreciate that, and of course,
Your Honor, as I was saying, Wajakoya clearly knew who Pesh was because Pesh was fighting the CBO that he was part of. So he clearly knew who Pesh was. So he should just say, I knew who Pesh was, and maybe I wanted to get to know the reason why he's fighting our CBO or whatever, go to root into all these issues, but not like he didn't know who she was. He clearly knew who Pesh was.
Madam, Your Honor, I also feel I want to table my my thoughts in line with the recording that has been played here, and also the issue that the defendant is bringing as his defense. Your Honor, you requested the defendant to give some more clarity towards what the prosecutor played as evidence on this court. I don't think he's giving the much required explanation into this, but what he's bringing on board is total confusion to this court. Your Honor, what the prosecutor brought here as evidence is something that can be termed as a termination of employment. In accordance with the Employment Act in this land, an employer is at liberty to terminate a contract at any given time. And from what we guys are talking about on this court, I'm so much sure that that recording gives a clarity of determination in line with redundancy. So my client terminated Wajakoya's contract of operation under her CBO due to redundancy. Why do I bring redundancy on board? If there is no growth, it can be converted to redundancy. So that was basically what my client was mentioning on that recording. So I don't find the recording kind of substantial to be attached to the case that is in this court today. That's my submission.
okay, I appreciate that insight, Senior Counsel Brennan. That's so brilliant of you to bring that in. However, I gave thanks to Wajakoya, and nafikiri Wajakoya, there's something we call admission, right? Because the Senior Counsel wameargue wakasema ulikuanga TikTok na lazima umeona kuna kuanga na kaugomvi, and the thing is, unaona wakati tutamsikiza Wajakoya vizuri, we'll repeat the same thing amesema. He went ahead akasema he denied about knowing Pesh na Nyako wanagombana, but the same time amesema vizuri na mdomo yake. Unajua mtu akiongea na adanganye utamshika tu vizuri. I'm actually trying for that, right? I told this court that apart from being a judge, I'm also with a diploma in private detective, yeah? Nimemshika tu Wajakoya vizuri, amesema hakuwa anajua Pesh na Nyako wanagombana, but alienda kwa platform ya Pesh kwenda kujua ni nini wanagombania ama kuwafanya wa. Is that not what you said, Wajakoya? You said ulikuwa unataka kufanya wakwe mabesti tena, sio? Kwa hivyo right? It's just a matter of yes. Just say yes. Imagine there's no hard thing. Just say yes. We continue. Ulikuwa unajua. We are not here to judge you, but ulikuwa unajua, right? Mr. Wajakoya, right?
Your Honor, he did mention, if I can help, he did mention that he likes when there is conflict, he likes going in and trying to resolve the conflict. He did mention that, yes.
Yeah, and there is where I hold him. Wajakoya never knew Pesh and Nyako had an issue, but he went there because there was a conflict and he is a conflict solver. So Wajakoya, you knew. We are not here to judge you. You knew. Just say yes or no. It's a matter of yes or no. You knew. I can see him nodding his head.
He's already responded, Your Honor. He responded already. Sorry, I interrupted him when he was saying yes. Sorry.
So we move back.
Your Honor, with all due respect, can we know the scopes of the prosecutor in this court? Because she's kind of appearing as a senior counsel to the complainant.
No. She just told me because he nodded and I was talking, right? So prosecution is just okay, but I take that submission respectfully. Thank you. Please, it has to be noted, Madam Prosecutor Kosaidgani. You're just neutral here. So
shall I respond to Miss Brina, Your Honor? Because you see, such accusations don't actually go well with a court like ours. Miss Brina, kindly, please note what you're saying. I was just kindly actually helping the judge. I was merely helping the judge with something that she had missed. So why then would I then appear as a senior counsel for the...
My own point of objection, the prosecutor should take her words back. That's a threat. Thank you, my honor.
No, absolutely not. I will not take my words back. I find it very distasteful for Miss Brina to come into this court and allege that I am supporting the complainant. What a ridiculous accusation is that?
The counsel has a right to ask questions. My honor, is nothing
but it is the nature of the question, Senior Counsel Mtandao. It's the nature of the question. What is it intended for? And you know that some of these words, there are consequences. Miss Brina knows this very well. There are consequences.
Madam Prosecutor.
Just be responsible.
Your Honor.
Please be responsible.
Your Honor, I would like to defend what I said. Madam Prosecutor, to some degree, you are kind of leading in line with when the judge is cross-examining the defendant. There is a way that you portrayed your own defense in line with, he was supposed to respond to the judge. You are not supposed to be guiding and leading. And that's why I mentioned that kind of your utterances are giving a senior counsel's pose.
Absolutely not. He did respond. And guys, the reason I'm actually standing...
Objection, Your Honor.
Let me finish, Senior Counsel Prince Miti. The reason I'm standing firm on this is because Miss Brina knows the consequences of her allegations. And I'm just wondering, what is Miss Brina's intention in making such an accusation against me, Your Honor? Because all I did, if you remember well, all I did was say, he has responded with a yes. And your question here was, did you know that your sister was actually at loggerheads with the said Miss Pesh Musau? And then I responded to you, Your Honor, and I said, he did say yes, okay? It's only that I did interrupt him. So the yes was not audible. And that's why I helped him along. That does not make me some form of a counsel.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. Madam Prosecutor, stick to your functions. Miss Brina, withdraw your statements.
Yeah, Miss Brina.
For us to continue, withdraw your statement. This is a court of law. Like, you cannot attack the prosecutor.
She corrected her words.
Yeah, withdraw your statement. And Madam Prosecutor, stick to your functions in this court.
Yeah, Ms. Brina, I'm going to ask you.
Thank you, Senior Counsel, Prince Minty. Thank you, Senior Counsel.
My honor, why? My honor.
Your Honor.
Wait, Miss Brina, I'm going to ask you to withdraw because there's one thing that just happened. Makosa is not from Lady Jacqueline and not you also. Wajakoya might not even know it's Makosa Kunod. We need, it's a court, we need yes or no. So you just, when you want to say yes, you just say a clear yes, because most of the people might not have seen you nodding and saying yes. And then when you nodded and said yes, Madam Prosecutor came and said, Amisha respond, he said yes. So she was not picking a side, it was just letting people, in case kuna mtu ajaona, Wajakoya amekubali kwamba alikuwa anajua. So we moving from that.
My ladyship, I still do need a withdrawal of the allegation, please. Thank you.
My lord, point of objection, my lord. If you allow me to speak, please, my lord. My lord, let us not deal with perception. This is a court of law, we deal with facts. And also, my lord, I want to assume here that, my lord, you are very neutral, and this is a court that we're going to use history, and if it's not more favor, my lord, here, Senior Counsel Brina has the right to ask, my lord. I don't think Senior Counsel was pointing to Lady Jackie to be biased. She was asking what is prosecutor's role on this court, on this case, my lord. Thank you.
Your objection, Your Honor, she has the right to ask, but not the right to accuse people.
Thank you.
Yeah, she has no right to accuse people that they are taking
we should
sides.
just be
That is very
respectful.
wrong. Miss Brina, you need to apologize and withdraw your statements. This is
Withdraw the statement and we continue with the case.
Your Honor, I feel like at this point I need to give my submission, because this is gonna be take a toll end on all of us. One, it's common knowledge that the prosecutor was supposed to guide the defendant to give us a consent. Like nodding is not allowed in court. That cannot be picked as a consent. So her duty was supposed to tell the defendant to say either yes or no. But by her responding to Your Highness that he already said yes, that was kind of leading. Anyway, let me paraphrase my statement. I wasn't accusing the prosecutor, but I was just airing out my concerns in line with the response that she gave you as the Highness. But anyway, regardless, I withdraw the statement of she is acting as the senior counsel as a prosecutor is to give guidance and not give a leading or a response to the
Ms. Brina, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Madam Prosecutor, take that correction into consideration. Please, the plaintiff be advised you respond yes or no. So I think we're going to ask that again. Mr. Wajakoya, did you know that you knew that there was, I put it on you, that you knew there was a feud between Pesh and your sister, your elder sister. But rather with your explanation, you said your intention of going there was to also kuwaleta pamoja.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.